everyone and welcome to another video. Persephone would like to introduce you to David Williams, who is going to demonstrate the perils of using AI to write your messages. David Williams sent Persephone a friend request, and for once Persephone thought she'd get in first. Are you real? I had 2 friend requests yesterday from fake profiles who were almost incapable of typing anything that made sense. So silly when illiterate kids pretend to be mature, educated adults. AI, very unhelpfully, leapt to his aid. Hey, I know you're being cautious, and rightly so, with all the fake profiles out there. To prove I'm the real deal, want to share a specific memory or inside joke that's just between us? Or we could reference a convo we had previously that only we'd know about. OK, please reference a convo we had previously that only we'd know about. All right, so how's the weather condition over there today? I'll wait patiently for you to reference a convo we had previously that only we'd know about. And where are you from? How many times will I have to ask you to do what you suggested? Please, to be honest with you, I just want us to be a good friend with each other. You said we should reference a convo we had previously that only we'd know about. Please do that. 3rd time I've asked. Hint, the problem with using AI is that you need to read what it says before you copy and paste. Otherwise the text could be totally meaningless. Hey, I'm a bit confused. This is the start of our convo, and I didn't say anything previously. I'm here to chat with you now, though. What's on your mind? The perils of using AI without, as a previous video stated only too clearly, turning on memory in settings. I'm from Detroit, Michigan. I'm a widower father to 2 lovely kids, ? They are the source of my joy today. Once again, it's really my pleasure to meet you. Do you have children? Who is Jesus Christ? He asked, sending a picture of a crucifix. I'm from Detroit, Michigan, but currently working in Norway, high sea, working as an oil drilling contractor on an oil rig, ? In reply to AI saying, hey, I'm a bit confused. This is the start of our convo. She said, what are you confused about? This is what you said. And she screenshotted where he'd said, we could reference a convo we had previously that only we'd know about. Which bit of that are you finding difficult to understand because you said it? Or are you telling me that you can't prove you are the real deal? And to prove that you aren't, you copied a load of daftness from AI without reading it first. It's all right, OK, please, I just really want us to be good friend with each other, OK? It's not all right, OK. So I'll assume you copied a load of garbage twiddle from AI, didn't read it, and have now made yourself sound daft. So far from proving you're the real deal, you've shown beyond doubt that you're just another faker. Goodbye. All right, I just wanted to send me your WhatsApp number so that we can be able to make a video call on WhatsApp. I'll add you into a video of failures. I don't give them a WhatsApp number to fake people I've only met online. Oh no, I'll call you here and you can tell me all about yourself. Bet you don't answer. Oh, you have a profile that won't accept calls. I wonder why. Probably because it had been restricted by Facebook. I assume that means you admit you used AI to write a meaningless introduction. Very unimpressive. Please, to be honest with you, I don't really like when people call me fake OK. I'm just trying to make it understand that we can be able to make a video call on WhatsApp because I can't make a video call with my Facebook account. Please, to be honest with you, I don't really like when people pretend to be someone they aren't. I also don't like when people use AI to generate meaningless paragraphs that they can't explain. I regret your inability to read. I clearly told you that I do not give my WhatsApp number to fake people I've only met online. I won't say that again. I know, I don't mind giving you my chat email. I could call you there. So she gave him her email address. All right, I'll text you with my Gmail. No, you haven't, she said a bit later. I will try and test you, just that I'm a little busy, OK? I don't need a test, thanks. He emailed her, but I didn't realise until the next day, because I wasn't looking at the email. I was expecting him to contact her on chat. Hello, how you doing? Hope you're all right. This is David William from Facebook, your friend. Hello again. I rarely look at my email. But you said I should text you on email. No, I didn't. I said use chat, not email. OK, I would text you there now. Or why don't you text you instead? He contacted her very briefly on chat and then disappeared. You disappeared on chat, said Persephone on Facebook. He sent her another email address. Can you text me on chat with this email? I don't know what happened to my first email. I presume someone else complained, because I didn't. I just answered you on the original one. Do you want me to message this new one instead? Yes, message me on this new one. OK. He contacted her very briefly on chat and then disappeared. You disappeared on chat, said Persephone on Facebook. He sent her another email address. Can you text me on chat with this email? I don't know what happened to my first email. I presume someone else complained, because I didn't. I just answered you on the original one. Do you want me to message this new one instead? Yes, message me on this new one. OK. As the scammers always do, he went back to the beginning. How are you doing? I'm fine. Good to hear, ? What are you doing right now? And if the person that you're talking to online asks you that, what are you doing right now? A, there's a very high chance you're talking to a scammer. It's one of the questions on their list. But B, try doing what my girls do. Say something daft and see if they notice. If they do notice, you can always say you were joking, but 99% of them are not going to read it, and you know you're talking to a scammer. Standing upside down in the pantry staring at the mould. What are you doing right now? Just relaxing after a long day at work. Why you choose to remain single without a man? Another question that's on the scammers list. Childish, immature question. Next, why you choose to use a silly free list of questions instead of using your brain and writing something for yourself? What were you doing at work today? Well, that's not a silly question, dear. Drilling of crude oil. How'd you do that? What were you actually doing? I can't imagine how it's done. Neither could our man, as you'll find out. Well, the equipment used in doing it. Can I have a picture of you? I don't know what that means. My picture's on Facebook. What does the equipment used in doing it mean, please? That's because you're not a marine engineer. Exactly, which is why I'm asking you to explain. I mean their equipment used in drilling out crude oil. I know, but I just want a picture of you here. Of course there is, she said in reply to him saying, I mean their equipment used in drilling out crude oil. But what were you doing? Pressing buttons, turning a handle, staring at a computer screen? Operation the machine? How do you operate the machine? Press buttons, turn handles, run on its treadmill? Both pressing buttons and turning handle? Oh, I can see why it was such a tiring day. Pressing all those buttons must be really exhausting. He repeated, I want a picture of you here. My picture's on Facebook. Only scammers demand pics. Are you a scammer? Probably if you're a scammer, that's how you would know on, because I don't think asking you for a picture is a bad thing. We're friends and we're met to know each other better. Please type that in English so it means something. Try and understand it very well. Another phrase used by scammers. Or are you saying that you're a scammer? Try and type it very well, so I'll assume you are saying you're a scammer. It's not clever to pretend to be a highly educated engineer when you're semi-literate. I mean, scammer probably knows their colleagues, and why would you call me a scammer when you don't even know anything about me, or is it because I ask you to send me a picture of you? If you read what I said very well, and try to understand it very well, you'd know the answer to that. Why are you using ChatGPT in replying my messages? I'm not, it's you that was using ChatGPT. I can write properly, unlike you. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, I can and do write all the girls' replies. On the very rare occasions where I've used ChatGPT or another AI to write the conversation, I've always said, I think it might only have happened twice. I do live in the hope of being able to have a complete correspondence using AI with one of them. Having said that, I am going to start using AI a bit more for the illustrations. He tried calling her, but wouldn't speak. It's rude to call and not turn on your microphone. I can't hear you. I assume that means you are a scammer. Then turn your speaker on or wash your ears out. Oh, do you know that I'm a scammer? He said. Oh, do you know how to write even one sentence that makes sense? That's because you can't read properly. He said, grow up. Why didn't you turn on your microphone? He tried again. Why did you call if you're too rude to speak? Just FYI, that's what scammers do, so I think I'll assume you are a scammer. I'm not rude. I will definitely call you back in an hour time. I have to get things done. You are rude. You called twice and were too rude to speak. Don't you ever call me a scammer. That's very rude of you to say. Assume your mate who speaks English and does the calls isn't there right now. You're behaving just like a scammer and you called and were too rude to speak. If you behave like one, you'll get called one. Well, how do you know there's someone who does the call for me? You're being rude and I suspect something going on. I don't know, but you wouldn't talk. What do you think that tells me? You behave like a scammer too. Oh, really? Now, it's you that's too rude to speak and it's you that types nonsense. That's because I want to be sure if who I'm talking to first. No, it's not. That's rude and disrespectful, so you admit you're rude and disrespectful. I think you don't know how to read and it's really affecting you, like, seriously. So you have one last chance to call me and speak like a man. One last chance. If you're too rude to speak, then you'll be blocked, and I can't attend to do it. You won't tell me what to do? I think she just did, pal. Rude, bullying, narcissist. Also, the behaviour of a scammer. She got down to 7. I assume the reason you won't speak is because you know I'll hear your non-American accent. She got down to 4. Too cowardly to speak. And then he called her. Ladies and gentlemen, I had a virus when he called. I'd had it for a few days. It had calmed down. And then that day, it had come back with a vengeance. I had a horrible headache. I ached all over. And I was in a very bad mood, as you'll hear. Too lily-livered and cowardly to speak, are you?
Can you hear me? Why you say I'm a coward?
Well, because you haven't spoken before. Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, that's because I want to be sure of who I'm speaking to.
That's very rude and disrespectful. I wanted to be sure of who I was speaking to. And what I know now is I was speaking to a cowardly baby who was too afraid to turn on his microphone.
Really?
Yeah, really. You called me twice.
Are you very serious?
Yeah, I'm very serious. You called me twice and refused to speak. What do you think that tells me about you? That's a question.
Well, you don't have to judge someone.
That's a question.
Okay.
Shut up. That's a question. You called me twice and were too rude to speak. What do you think that tells me about you?
I don't know. You have your own opinion on that.
Right. So you think it? You think? Well, you know what I think. You were just too cowardly. It's very rude to call a lady and not speak.
Well, that's not true. I just want to be sure.
It's very
true.
true.
The right one I was speaking to.
What do you mean, the right one? You could have at least said hello. That was just rude and disrespectful. You're just a rude disrespectful.
Okay, I'm sorry then.
Right, you're sorry, but you still did it, didn't you?
Say what?
I said you're sorry, but you still did it. Now tell me about these machines you're operating at work, because I can't picture what it looks like, because I've never been on a. I've never.
What I said you are not a marine engineer, so you wouldn't be able to understand those machines.
Don't be
rude.
Don't be rude and disrespectful. I'm asking you to explain it so that I do understand. Yeah.
I told you those machines are be operated with buttons and they have handles as well.
Well, they have handles, right. So you've spent an exhausting day pressing buttons, have you? I can see that would be very tiring. How big is the machine that you press the buttons on?
You really want to know all of this?
No, I'm just asking you because my left toe's throbbing. What do you think? But it's called having a conversation. You've told me that's what you do for work, and I'm trying to sound like I'm interested in your work. That's how a proper conversation with a mature engineer works. I mean, you could just ask me my favourite colour and whether I've eaten my lunch, like a scammer with a list. Or you could have a proper conversation like a proper engineer. I mean, the choice is yours,
Yeah.
Are you a proper engineer who wants a proper conversation, or are you just a scammer with a silly list?
Well, I think engineers are meant to discuss their field and their stuff with fellow engineers like them.
Right, so you are an engineer, so you'd be happy to talk to me about your work then?
And what I'm trying to say is that even though I tell you about my work, I will be able to understand everything.
Well, you tell me and I'll tell you whether I understand it or not. How about that?
What about things I wrote to you? You said you don't understand any of them. So
you don't know. You don't know till you've tried. I can understand pressing buttons. I can manage that, and I can understand pulling an handle. I can manage that as well. So, until you tell me something really technical, and I'll tell you whether I understand it or not.
Okay, let me just give you an example of it. Have you seen a tractor?
A tractor, yeah, I've seen a tractor. Yeah, they're on farms.
Okay. Have you seen a bulldozer?
A what? Sorry, I didn't understand that.
I said a bulldozer.
A what? Can you spell that? I can't understand what you're saying.
B-U-double-L. You know what I said?
A bull? You mean like on a farm?
Yeah, like a bull.
Yeah. Yes, yeah. It's a male version of the cattle species. Yeah. Where are we going with this? Do you have tractors and cattle on your oil rig?
No, I'm just telling you about how the machines, like, have you seen where a bulldozer have been operated by someone?
Bulls don't need operating. They're cattle. They can manage.
I said a bulldozer. I didn't say a bull. I said a bulldozer. You need to get that.
Right.
I thought you said you are a fast listener and a fast learner.
I said, could you spell it? You said B-U-double-L. That's a male.
I'll still continue.
Yeah, go on.
You have to listen. You don't have to conclude. You just have to.
Hey, stop being. Excuse me. Stop sounding like a bullying, narcissistic teenage Nigerian boy. At least try and sound like a mature man. You're disgusting, really, aren't you? Now, can you at least try and engage your brain, pretend to be a mature man, not a bullying, narcissistic kid, and spell that word for me, please?
I said B-U-L-L-D-O-Z-E-R. You get that?
B-U-L-L. I didn't get what came next.
Because you don't listen.
Oh, shut up. Shut up. And behave like a mature man. This is your last chance, because you're a nasty piece of work, aren't you? Surprised your mother didn't let you out with your pants on this morning, didn't box you around your bloody ears, because that's what you need. Now, can you spell that properly and slowly, please?
Okay. I said B-U-L-L.
Yes.
D-O-Z-E-R.
A bulldozer. Right, yeah. A bulldozer, like a tractor. You've got. Oh, shut up! Shut up! I don't have to do anything. I asked you to spell it, and I didn't hear what you said. You don't have to be rude and shut up. Shut up! Shut. Well, you're not behaving. You're not behaving like. Shut up! You're not behaving like a man. You're behaving like a narcissistic teenage Nigerian boy. If you're going to pretend to be a mature man, at least behave like one. Now, why do you have a bulldozer? Why have you got a bulldozer on an oil rig?
I don't say we have a bulldozer here. I'm trying to explain, to give an example of how the machines look like.
Right, so your machine looks like a bulldozer, that's what you're saying. It isn't a bulldozer, but it looks like one. Is that what you're saying?
You have to let me to explain before you start to assume things.
Well, explain then. Explain.
I'm trying to explain something and you are
explain. Explain. Okay. It's a bulldozer.
Have you seen a bulldozer? I say what you have to say. Yes, I've seen a bulldozer.
Yes, I've seen a bulldozer.
Okay.
Yes, I've seen a bulldozer, and I've seen a tractor.
Do you know how a bulldozer is being operated?
Yes, I do know how a bulldozer. Yes, I do know how bulldozers operated. So,
our machines have those buttons and those handles the bulldozer has as well. We have machines for drilling.
Yeah, I didn't.
Have you seen a drilling machine?
No, I haven't. That's why I'm asking you. Have you seen a drilling machine?
We have a drilling machine here.
Yes. Which has got buttons and handles like a bulldozer. How big is it?
Very big.
Yeah, how big is very big?
I told you I'm not an engineer. I will keep repeating things and
Excuse me, you told me you were an engineer.
Yeah.
Now you say you're not an engineer. So if you're not an engineer, what are you?
Can you hear the sound of that machine right now?
I'm not. That isn't an answer to my question. If you aren't an engineer, what are you?
I told you I'm an engineer. I'm a marine engineer.
You just said to me you're not an engineer. So saying to me you weren't an engineer was a lie. You are an engineer.
You don't listen attentively.
I do listen attentively. In fact, I've recorded the conversation, so I'll play it back to you later. Then you can hear what you said. So you definitely said.
You know why?
Don't
Maybe
what?
You are being upset.
I beg your pardon. Say that again.
That's why I said calm down and listen very well.
Oh, I listened very well. You said you're not.
Me to repeat things.
No, I don't. I expect you to say the same thing twice, though. You definitely said you weren't an engineer. Now you say you are an engineer.
You don't listen.
Oh, I did listen. As I say, I've recorded the conversation. I'll play it back to you later. Then you can hear what you said.
I think I probably have to call you back because I have to calm my nerve right now because...
Yeah, I think that's a good plan, don't you? Then you can explain to me also what all that twaddle was you said when you introduced yourself about sharing some anecdote or whatever it was you said that only we would know. I mean, that was just a load of twaddle, really, wasn't it? Hang on, I'll tell you what you said. I'll go back on Facebook while I'm talking to you. I'll tell you what you said. Hang on.
What was that?
Well, hang on. Let me get the chat up, then I'll see what you said.
Okay.
You said... Oh, hang on, scroll back to the beginning. Here you are. You said we could reference a convo we had previously that only we'd know about. And then, when I asked you to do that, you said to me, I'm a bit confused. This is the start of our convo, and I didn't say anything previously. That was a bit daft, really, wasn't it? Yeah, I'll take it. The answer's yes, it was a bit daft. I mean, that's how you know about ChatGPT, isn't it? ChatGPT wrote that first bit, but you forgot to read it before you copied and pasted it. There's an hint for you in there. It's the only hint you're going to get today, so use it wisely. You know, if you're going to use ChatGPT, read what it says. Otherwise, it just makes you sound stupid. Which is a bit sad
really?
from a...
Yeah. I don't make use of ChatGPT.
No. So if you wrote the first bit about referencing a conversation we'd had previously, why did you then say you didn't understand what I was saying?
Because you didn't put it in the right way.
Yeah, I did put it the right way. I asked you exactly what you'd said. I asked you to reference a conversation we'd had previously and you said you didn't understand. So I know you use ChatGPT. Saying you didn't just makes you sound even more stupid. It's not good, really, for an educated engineer, is it, to make himself sound stupid? How long have you been on your... Are you on an oil rig?
Yeah.
Yeah, where is your oil rig?
Currently located in Norway.
Yeah, which oil rig are you on? What's it called?
The name of the company is Share Company or your company.
No, I didn't ask.
About that company?
No, I didn't ask you the name of the company. I asked you the name of the oil rig.
You have been answering me things all this while. I haven't answered you anything.
No, because you haven't had a chance. What is the name of the oil rig that you're on? If you'd give me the answer, then you can ask me questions. What is the name of the oil rig that you're on?
Let me ask you something before you start answering.
No,
why?
I'm not answering anything.
I am not about you. Why you want me to?
I am not answering.
Location and everything.
I am not answering any questions. I'll say that
That's
twice.
what I said.
I am not answering any questions. Shut up and listen.
I just
shut up. Shut up. Shut
you don't
up.
Ask a man
shut
up. You don't ask a man to shut up. Don't you know that's really disrespectful?
Shut up and stop sounding like a narcissistic, bullying, teenage Nigerian boy. We both know you are a narcissistic, bullying, teenage Nigerian boy. But if you want to pretend to be a mature, educated man, then try and sound like a mature, educated man.
Okay.
Are you a mature, educated man?
Can you hear me now?
Oh, yes, I can hear you.
I think I have to call you back.
Are you a mature, educated man? Are you a mature, educated man? The answer's yes or no. Are you a mature?
Yes.
Right.
I said yes.
Right.
You don't have to repeat that twice.
Right. So you are a mature, educated man.
Yes, of course.
Also, no, there's no of course about it. So if you are a mature, educated man, please stop sounding like a bullying, narcissistic, teenage Nigerian boy. Right?
Okay, I said I have to call you back.
No, you don't have to call me back. You don't have to call me back. If you disconnect the call now, you're blocked. Please talk to me like a mature, educated marine engineer, not a narcissistic bullying kid. What is the name of the oil rig that you are on?
I don't have to disclose that to you now because.
Right. Well, in that case, I'm not answering any of your questions either, because I don't have to disclose anything to you. The choice is yours. Either tell me the name of your oil rig, or I won't answer any of your questions. It's up to you. You do know, yes, really, you do know that all oil rigs are named after famous women, don't you? I mean, I expect you do know that. You're on one. So, your oil rig will be named after a famous woman.
I don't want to say, you know why? Because you sound rude in the first place.
Right. Well, I won't be answering any of your questions then. I mean, really? I've given you a hint. Your oil rig will be named after a famous woman. So all you got to do is think of a famous woman and tell me that's the name of your oil rig. You could try Boadicea or I can't think of any others. Indira Gandhi or Melania Trump, or think of a famous woman.
No, I won't tell you.
No, you can't think of one. Okay, well, I won't be answering any of your questions.
You know why? Because I asked you to send me a picture of you and you acted rudely.
No, my pictures on Facebook. Only scammers ask for pics. Are you a scammer?
Asking a picture of someone means you're a scammer?
No, I said, are you? I said, scammers ask for pictures. Are you a scammer? That's what I said.
No.
No. Right, well, only scammers ask for pictures. So let's weigh up the evidence. You keep asking questions like a scammer, but you assure me you're not. You've got a temper on you like a narcissistic bullying teenage Nigerian boy, but you assure me that you're not. Who are you? And you don't know the name of your oil rig because you can't think of any famous women.
Okay, let me just tell you. I didn't want to tell you just because you have a
You could try.
Let me just. Okay, no, I don't want to try and see. Why would I try something I already know?
I don't know what you're talking about. Just tell me the name of your oil rig.
Okay, Norway Giants.
Sorry, say that again.
I said Norway Giants.
Norway Giant. Well, I've never heard of I've never heard of a woman called that, but maybe there was one.
You don't have to know everything in the world. That's why no one is perfect.
That's a very stupid, childish remark.
Yo.
You are stupid and childish, aren't you? If you're going to pretend, we all know you're pretending. If you're going to pretend to be a mature man, you should at least listen to some mature men and learn how they talk,
Okay, let me just learn from you.
Well, I'm not a mature man. It may have escaped your notice, but I'm a woman. How old are you, really? Yeah.
I think we have to know each other more before you ask.
No, well, I know you very well. You're a teenage Nigerian bully. You've got the accent and attitude of a teenage Nigerian bully. So we both know you're a teenage Nigerian kid. So I'm going to guess you're 19. You've probably left school because you don't sound like a baby. You don't sound like a small boy. So I'm guessing you're 19 or 20.
Really?
Yeah, so I'm right, aren't I? Let's go for 20.
Okay, can you hear me? You sound like a 10 years old kid.
No, you don't sound. No, you don't sound like you're 10. You've got a deeper voice than that. So, and now because you're being childish and stupid, I will assume I got it right. Actually, I think you're probably nearer 18. I don't think a 20-year-old man would behave like you are. So let's assume you're 18. Where are you? You in Lagos? Okay, so I got that right as well.
I don't understand what you are talking about.
Yeah, so I got that right as well. Because the standard...
I don't understand what you are talking about.
I know, that proves that I'm right, because the standard reply is, I don't know where that... The standard reply is... Right. Oh, well, then it's a booger. Because the standard, I know what's on your script. The script says if somebody calls you out and knows you're in Lagos, that you just say, where is that place? Which is the standard giveaway that you got it right first time. Or you say, I don't understand you. Of course you understand me. You understand everything else I've said. So you understand that.
So that's because you are being rude and you are speaking.
No, saying that you're in Lagos isn't rude, and saying you're in Abuja isn't rude. They're both very big cities, lots of people live there.
I don't know. I haven't heard of those places you have mentioned.
Right, so that's 100% proves it, because that's on the Plan B script. Do you realise just how stupid you're making yourself sound? I mean, the viewers will love you, but you are making yourself sound really stupid. I mean, I realise you are stupid, but you're making yourself sound stupid, which is, a whole new level of stupid, really, isn't it? Oh, you've turned off your microphone so you can talk to your mate and see if he's got any input. He might tell you where Lagos is. Well, I mean, on a map, that is. Obviously, you know where it is, because that's where you are. I'll tell you what, I'll speak to your mate. Put your mate on, the one you were just talking to.
You're very funny.
No, it's you that's funny. Put your mate on, the one that you were just talking to when you turned your microphone off. I'll talk to him.
So?
I said, I'll talk to your mate, your friend, your pal, the one you were talking to when you turned your microphone off. Put him on so I can talk to him.
I wasn't talking to no one.
Oh, yeah, you were. That's why you turned your microphone off.
No, that's because I wanted to laugh.
Oh, right. Well, I don't believe that either.
Oh, you don't have to believe that.
Oh, mind you, I don't believe a word you've said. Right, so we know you're about 19 and we know you're in Lagos. So I presume you've left school, have you? You're not at university then? No, I can hear you, mate. I know he's there.
Sir?
I said, I can hear you, mate. I know he's there. So you aren't at university? You haven't gone to university or college? And you've turned your microphone off again now while you talk to your mate. I mean, I know he's there. I can hear him. Oh, you've turned it back on again now. Your mate's gone, has you? So you're not at university. Have you got a job?
There's no one yet.
No, so you haven't got a job. So you're just an unemployed layabout. I'm sure Mummy's very proud of you.
Why do you think I'm jobless?
Well, because I just asked you if you got a job and you went quiet. So we know you don't have a job. Right, you see, so I'm right. So you don't have a job. So you're just a layabout, are you? You're just lolling about all day smoking weed with your pals.
Oh, really?
Yes, I'll take that as yes, you are. It's no way to spend your life, really, is it? Do you have a girlfriend? Oh dear, you're too stupid even to get a girlfriend.
I don't have a girlfriend.
No, I'm not surprised. I don't suppose girls would want anything to do with you, really. They'd probably want a man who's got a proper job and can support them. They wouldn't want an idle layabout. No, I don't blame them. Because I wouldn't either, I wouldn't want that. So what do you do all day? Just sit around smoking weed?
Okay. Have you been to Nigeria before?
No, I've never been to Nigeria.
How come you know those places you just mentioned?
Well, it probably escaped your notice because I realise all you Nigerian scammers are just thick. But Nigeria is one of the biggest countries in the world. I can't remember, is it about the 5th most populated country in the world or something like that? It's a very big country. You should know because you live there. I think the population's something like 270 million, isn't it? You're a very big country. Everybody's heard of you. Unfortunately, not everyone's heard of you for the right reasons. No, you've gone quiet now. You don't know where Norway is, do you, for a start? I mean, if I said point to Norway on a map, you wouldn't have a clue, would you? No, I didn't think so. They don't actually teach you geography in school, do they, in Nigeria? That's a serious question, by the way. Do they? Because they do teach you geography.
Do. Yeah.
Right. Because most Nigerian scammers that I speak to have got no idea about geography. And I do speak to a lot of you, because a lot of you contact me on Facebook. It's quite funny just seeing just how stupid you can be. And that's another question. Why do you think that being stupid is a good thing to do?
I don't think I'm being stupid.
Well, I think you're being very stupid, don't you?
I don't think so.
You don't think that using ChatGPT to write stupid introductions...
I don't make use of ChatGPT.
Of course you did. You don't think that using ChatGPT to write a stupid introduction you haven't even read is clever, do you? And then when somebody asks you about what you've written, you can't answer them because you haven't even read it. You don't know what you've said. I mean, that really is stupid, isn't it? And then pretending to be an engineer when you don't know the first thing about being an engineer is also very stupid, isn't it? And then pretending you come from America when you've got a Nigerian accent is stupid. And behaving like a narcissistic, bullying teenage boy is definitely stupid because no mature engineer would behave the way you have, would they? So so you obviously think for some reason you think that behaving stupid is, well, I don't know what you think it is. Why do you think it's a good thing to do? You don't know. Does that mean
know what you were saying? I was.
Yeah. So maybe you are just stupid. So maybe you're not acting stupid. Maybe it isn't an act. Maybe you really are just stupid. But I don't think you are. I think you're quite an intelligent man, actually. And for some reason, you think acting stupid is, well, I don't know, the right way, a sensible thing to do. I was going to say clever, but I mean, obviously isn't clever, is it? Do you have a job?
Yeah.
What do you do?
I'm into electrical engineering.
You're an electrical engineer. I don't believe that for 1 minute.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, definitely not. Are you one of those?
Yes.
You definitely yes. Are you one of those people that doesn't know the difference between an electrical engineer and an electrician?
Oh, who told you I don't know the difference?
It was a question. I didn't say that. I said, That's
what I said.
Are you one of those?
I definitely know the difference.
You didn't say.
I've been to the school of engineering.
Right. Do you know the difference between an electrical engineer and an electrician?
Definitely, yes.
Right. Tell me what the difference is.
Why is it that I have to be the one explaining things to you?
Right.
I haven't explained
so you do.
All this why?
So you don't know the difference. As an right. So you do know the difference. So what do you really do as an electrical engineer then? Who do you work for? You don't. You don't have a job as an electrical engineer, do you?
I do.
Right. Who do you work for and what do you do?
Say what?
I said, what do you do?
Aside of that?
What do you do? You're an electrical. You've got a job as an electrical engineer. What do you do?
Yeah. Well, we go into construction of buildings.
Yeah, you go into buildings. A lot of people go into buildings. It's how most people start their day. What do you do when you're in the building? Drink tea, coffee? Or do you actually do any work?
Why do you have to drink coffee while being at work?
Right, well, so far all you've managed to tell me is you go into a building as for your work. What do you do when you're in the building?
We have to get things done.
Well, of course you have to get things done. What do you have to get done? What do you do? When you've gone into the building, what do you do there?
We have to make sure that supplies are in the buildings.
Supplies of what? Tea and coffee, right.
Supplies of electricity.
Right, so you clearly don't know the difference between an electrician and an electrical engineer, because I can tell you were reading that off a screen. So you're lying to me again. What do you actually...
I didn't lie to you.
Yeah, of course you've lied to me. Do you actually have a job? And if you do have a job, what is your job? And don't say you're an electrical engineer. We both know you aren't.
I told my job already. You said it's lie.
No, you haven't.
Proof.
You don't even know.
Evidence.
You don't even know what an electrical engineer does, do you? And you don't know the difference between an electrical engineer and an electrician. The more lies you tell, the more stupid you're making yourself sound. Maybe you are just stupid. Perhaps I'm wrong. Perhaps you're not an intelligent man. You're just a thick, dim, stupid imbecile, aren't you? You're just an idiot, really, are you?
You are really funny.
Yeah, so you admit you're just an idiot. You don't have a job, do you? You're too stupid. Nobody will employ you. Well, if you've got a job, tell me what it is, and don't pretend you're an electrical engineer.
I already told you my job.
No, you haven't. You've just lied to me. You haven't told.
I lied to you.
Well, of course you've lied. You don't even know the difference. You don't even know the difference between an electrical engineer and an electrician, do you?
Okay, fine. You tell me the difference now.
No, I'm not going to enlighten you if you don't know the difference.
No, you said that is not the difference to you.
No. I'm not. I'm not here to be your teacher and teach you to be a better scammer.
No.
Oh yes.
You said you are always right. So
yeah,
why?
you told everything you.
You go
shut
ahead and say to me
up.
now.
Everything you shut up. Everything you shut up. Shut up.
No.
Shut
No.
up. Shut
No, you don't
up.
have to say that.
Shut up.
You don't have to
Shut
say
up. Shut up. Shut up. Everything you told me, which was very little, was the work of an electrician. So if you know the difference between an electrician and an electrical engineer, you tell me what you do as an electrical engineer, not what you do as an electrician. But I don't think you do know the difference, do you?
Why don't I know the difference?
I have no idea why you don't know the difference. I told you
we have to carry the contract and we do both the electrical job.
Yeah, that's what an electrician does.
Yeah, that's what the electrician does. We have to carry both the contract. An engineer has to carry the contract, right?
No, I want to know what you do as an electrical engineer.
No, that's what I'm telling you.
No, you're telling me all the work of an electrician.
No, and the work of an engineer is to carry the contract and give it to an electrician. That is the work.
No, it's not.
That is it.
No, it's not. Right, I've had enough of you. I've had enough of you. You're too stupid well, you're just stupid. You're too stupid, thick, dim and idiotic for words. I've got flu. I'm in a bad mood. And you're just too stupid for words, and I've had enough of you. Go away and annoy someone else. Thicko. Goodbye. Sorry, guys, I really have got flu and I'm feeling very bad-tempered. And he's not helping. Hello, he said a bit later. Imagine not even knowing the difference between an electrical engineer and an electrician. That just makes you sound even more ridiculous. I already told you the difference, but you didn't agree. No, you didn't, because you don't know. Just go ahead and tell me then. Grow up and go back to school and stop behaving like a baby. OK, fine. You only get one chance at life, and behaving like an immature, narcissistic, bullying kid is a waste of life. Of course, the choice is yours. Make something of your life or not. And if you're looking at the screen, you'll see he went back and deleted some of his messages. But unfortunately for him, I'd quoted some of them, so the next message was, "OK, I would quit my attitude about that, OK? I doubt it. You're too much of a bullying narcissist to change, and for some reason you think that acting like a stupid kid is impressive or sensible or whatever you think." And then he said something which presumably ended in "to be honest speaking," and she said, "You're a bully, to be honest speaking." "I'm sorry." "So am I. Sorry that you think that's a good way to spend your life, because ultimately the only one that will suffer because of your appalling attitude is yourself. I'm sure your parents raised you better than that." "OK, I would improve on myself." "I wish I believed that." "Are you angry?" "Grow up. How old are you really?" "Are we still friends?" "We were never friends. Grow up. How old are you really?" He said something that he removed, to which Persephone's reply was, "I might. At 24, you're well old enough to know and behave better. That's a grown man, not a childish, immature brat. I'll assume you're smoking the weed, which is why you sound like a 16-year-old kid." "Admit my wrong, OK? That changes nothing." "I don't smoke or drink." "Don't believe you. You'll be telling me you don't scam." Honestly speaking, you're a lying, thieving scammer." "OK, fine." "Have you managed to steal any money from anyone?" "No." "I hope that's true. You're too stupid to succeed." "You're right." "I'm always right." "OK." "Do you have a job, or are you an unemployed layabout? A real job, not a made-up one." I think he said he was an electrician, because Persephone's reply was, "I might just possibly believe that." "OK." "Do you have work right now?" Again, he's removed it, but he said something about he had occasional work till 3 days a week. Oh dear, that's not good. Do you still live at home with your parents? "Yes, at the moment." "I'm going to block you now, but please think about your life. You only get one, and you're young enough to do something. Think about your future kids. Do you want them to know that their dad's a lying, thieving scammer, or do you want them to be proud of you?" "OK." "And think about what attitude you want them to have. Do you want them to see you behaving like a childish, immature bully, or do you want them to grow up as respectful, kind, self-confident people?" "OK." "Indeed. I have a flu/virus and you're making me bad-tempered and ratty with your puerile attitude, so I'm going to block you. Goodbye. Oh, I have to make the video first or the chat disappears. I'll block you later." That's an annoying thing that happens on Google Chat. On Facebook you can block them, but the chat is still there. On Google Chat, if you block them, the whole thing disappears and then I have to unblock them to make the videos. "Let me call you the last time before you block." "No, unless you want to act like a mature man." "OK, I will." "We'll see." "Can I call you?" "If you talk properly, because I'm in a bad mood with a virus and headache." "OK, I would talk properly." "I hope so." And so he called her again. Right, hello again.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Hope you are fine now.
So what do you want to say now?
Not saying much.
So you want to call me to say nothing much?
No, just go have a normal conversation with you.
Right. So who do you work for? What do you actually do?
Say what?
Who's that I can hear in the background? Is that your brother or something?
That's someone passing by.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So what do you actually do? You go and wire people's houses, do you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that houses that are just being built, or do you go and do repairs?
I do both.
All right. I could have used you this morning. I had an electrician here changing some stuff round in my house.
Said?
I said I had an electrician in my house this morning. He changed a light that had broken and he changed a fan that wasn't working.
Oh. Okay. So where do you live?
I live in Leeds in England.
Oh, okay. I know that would be a beautiful and nice place to be.
Oh, it's all right. It's a bit cold here today. Bit overcast, actually. It's cloudy. So if you still live with your parents, Do your parents know that you go online and tell lies to all the ladies online?
No.
No, I didn't think they would. And what would they think if you told them that?
Say?
I said, what would they think if they found out?
I don't know. Before I'd be mad.
Yeah, I'm sure they would. I'm sure they raised you better than that. And I'm sure they'd be very disappointed with you.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm sure you know, if you want kids of your own, I'm sure you don't want them knowing that daddy's a lying, thieving scammer. I mean, I know it's not easy to get work in Nigeria. Well, I don't really, because obviously I've never been there. But that's what people tell me. Oh, you've been struck dumb now.
Are you recording?
Am I doing what?
You know what I said?
I didn't hear what you said.
I said, are you recording the call?
Am I recording the call? Yes, I am.
Alright, so that's much.
I record all my calls for training and monitoring purposes. Well, I had to put them on YouTube.
Say?
I said I record all my calls for training and monitoring purposes and to put them on YouTube.
Oh.
Dirty Fancy starring on YouTube.
Say?
No, you can't really, because I don't know what you look like anyway, so, you know.
I didn't hear what you said.
I said, don't you fancy starring on YouTube? But you can't, because I haven't got a picture of you, so I don't know what you look like.
Okay.
Be a bit of a boring video, really, wouldn't it, without a picture? But we'll let the viewers decide. They'll tell you whether they think you're boring or not. Anyway, if you haven't got anything to say, I'll finish the video later and then I'll block you. That's the problem with chat. On Facebook, you can block someone and you can still see their chat. But on Google Chat, it very annoyingly, if you block someone, the chat disappears. Then you have to unblock them. It's very annoying.
What are you going to do in the chat?
I'm not going to do anything in the chat. You know, so there's a bit of a limit to what you can do in chat, really, apart from type and share the odd photograph. Have you got lots of brothers and sisters? Is that who I can hear?
Where?
Well, I can hear lots of people in the background.
Actually, there are lots of people passing by.
Oh, are you outside in the street?
Yeah.
Oh, right, okay. I thought maybe it was your brothers and sisters playing outside or something.
No.
No, it's just people in the street I can hear. Oh, well, never mind. Anyway, I'm going to go now because I've got a headache. I need to go and take some headache pills.
Okay.
Probably talking to you's giving me an headache, I should think.
Oh, sorry about that.
Yeah, I should think talking to you is enough to give anyone a headache, to be fair. Anyway, I seriously do hope that you make something of your life. Because you're not stupid. I can tell that from talking to you. You're not actually stupid. You're quite a sensible, you know, you're quite an intelligent young man. And so, you know, you could make something of your life and you only get one opportunity. And I know it's hard. Life's hard for a lot of people. But, you know, it's up to you what you make of it. So I wish you all the best. And I hope that you do make something of your life. Goodbye for now. Well,
what's the name at YouTube?
Say that again.
I said your name at YouTube. Let me look up.
Oh, I don't think I'm going to tell you that. That would spoil the fun. You know, you can search for David Williams when he comes out. You'll find it. Well, probably not. It's a very common name, isn't it? I mean, you know, there'll be a gazillion David Williams on YouTube. But I'm sure you know, if you use a bit of a brain power, you'll find it. It won't come out until about November anyway. I'm going to make it first.
Okay.
You know. Maybe you could think of a title, a good title, Is this the most brain-dead scammer ever? Oh, that's a bit boring, really, because we got lots like that. Or, how stupid can a scammer be? Or how about, would you believe this scammer's really what was it you said you were? A marine engineer pressing buttons, honestly. How stupid do you think that sounds? You wouldn't know an oil drill if you fell over one, would you? Well, you wouldn't be able to fall over it. It'd be too big. Anyhow, so I assume that means you agree. But I really have had enough and I do need to go and take some headache pills. So I'll say goodbye. What's your name on YouTube? He asked after the call had ended. But I ignored him, made this video and then blocked him. I hope you enjoyed this epic tale of a scammer who, as usual, didn't know what he was talking about. I'd like to think this young man might turn his life around, but who knows? If you'd like to support this channel by buying me a cup of tea and some headache pills, you can go to buymeacoffee.com/romancescammers. The address is on the screen. In the meantime, you know what to do. Please like this video, please share it, please comment down below, please subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you again in another video.